Alright, so this is the super condensed version of my Hulk tutorial where I'm just going to show you basically what you need to do super fast ink and color in Illustrator. So we're just going to start here with a simple drawing, improvise, just come up with something, and let's make a little demon here. And if you notice what I'm doing, I'm overshooting my lines. That's okay. Not only is it okay, it's desirable. It will look great when it's done. So let's give him some pointy ears here. You see how I just shot right through? Right through his cheekbone there. That's okay, because with this method we can easily delete that and it will look really, really good later. So there we go. He's got a nice little nose there. Let's give him a little mouth. Some eyebrows. There we go. That was a horrible eye. Even for a tutorial, that's just not acceptable. Here we go. So I'm overshooting the eyes here as well. See? Just right through. Let's zoom in closer so we can see what we got going here. And I'm going to do some detail on the eye here. And I'm going to shoot right through. Right there. Right there. Right there. And right there. And let's pull back a little bit. I think I want to make his nose and his lips here. I want to bump that up to 5, the stroke on that, the brush stroke. Same with the eyes. Looks a little too thin for me, and we'll bump those up as well to 5. Great. So we got our little drawing here. So what we're going to do is we are going to select all. Then we're going to go Object and Group. And then we are going to save a copy and put it to side. And the reason is the next step we're going to do right now will expand all of these brush strokes so they will not be edible as brush strokes anymore. So that way we always have a copy off to the side to do something with. So we're going to go to Object, Expand Appearance. Great. It's all expanded. They're no longer edible strokes. Then we're going to go to Object, Live Paint, and we're going to go Make. But we're not going to start painting yet. We're going to go back to Object, Live Paint, and we're going to go to Expand. Now, why do we do that? Well, when you go to Live Paint Make and then Live Paint Expand, it slices up all of your great little brush strokes here. So you can come in later, like now, and just delete them. So that's why it was no problem to overshoot your lines. You can get rid of them later with no effort. Well, a little bit of effort. But you know what I mean. It's fast and simple. So you don't have to go in and work with your lines and futz with it. You can just come in right here. Look at that horrible one right there on his cheek. Gone. One slicer there. Gone. Let's go over here. I'm sure there's all sorts of stray lines. That one's ugly. Let's get rid of it. And his ear, of course, came in through his head. Came right in through his cheekbone there. That one's gone. And now over here, get rid of more overshot ear. There we go. Now without that method, that would take you a long time to clean that up. So here we go. So we're going to select it again, and we're going to go back to Object, Live Paint, and we're going to make it Live Paint. But this time we're actually going to start painting. So I already have a base color picked out here. And notice how when I hover over an area, little red trap lines form around. That tells me I can drop in color. At this stage, you're not really supposed to worry too much about the color. It really doesn't even have to be the color you're ultimately going to choose. It doesn't really matter. What you're trying to do now is make sure you fill in everything. Because if you leave areas that are unfilled, you will not be able to do the next effect later, which is very, very cool. And let's go ahead and make his pupils black. There we go. And we're good. And we'll do this eyebrow black too. We'll get back to the other eyebrow because if you notice it's spilling into the rest of the head. That's okay. We'll take care of that right now. Now we select it again. This time we go to Object, Live Paint, and we're going to expand it again because we don't want to do any more live paint. Now we want to go in and do the direct selection tool and start slicing this up because we're going to do some very cool shadows and reflective light and all sorts of neat effects. So there we go. There's a nice slice right through. And then you select it. Oh, look at that. Boom. Half of his shadow, half his face is in shadow. Look at that. Just simple little effect right there. Made a huge difference on how this drawing looks. Go and let's do his ear. Let's add a little bit of darkness in his ear. I'll zoom in so you can see a little better here. So we got that ear there. And let's go back over to this side. Now, here's how it works. As long as you cut from black to black, it will make a nice slice. If for some reason it doesn't work, you can undo it. You can come back in and expand it out again. Try it over and over again. It's okay. It won't hurt it. This is all vector. You can go back and forth over and over again and have a lot of fun. So we're going to give him a little bit here. Once again, we got to go through the black. This is in here, right up through the eyebrow. So that allowed me to create a little pocket there that we can also give a little bit of shadow there. Good. He looks menacing. And so let's go ahead and give him some reflective light over on this side. Now here's the eyebrow. Remember the eyebrow? I couldn't fill in the color. That's okay. We're going to go ahead and slice ourselves a little bit of eyebrow because you can see my gap here wasn't doing so. I'm going to come in here and slice that from black to black, and just in case there's another straight line. Now we should be able to go in and select that. Perfect. We got his little eyebrow now. So you can easily just reslice stuff that's where you have spillover color. Don't worry about it. You can cut yourself out a little section later. So he's going to need a little bit of reflective light on this side to make his face a little more interesting. So we're going to take our knife tool and we're going to come across here, give him a little bit of reflective light going in from black to black. Boom. Let's go ahead and select that. That looks good. I think I wanted to have, let's see. That's a little extreme, but that will do. And right there too. And well, you know his ear kind of needs, let's make his ear a little, yep, and let's give his ear a little bit of reflective light here. Come right through. There we go. Making sure we cut through from black to black. Good. Reflective light, boom. And let's get this side of his face here. He's going to have a little bit of highlight on this side. Perfect. Boom. And that happens a lot. Yeah, you accidentally get jittery hand and you end up moving a little chunk of color. So there we go. So he's done. There's before and after, and you can see why you want to save. If I went through and I said, oh, geez, I made a mistake, I want to come through and change, I can go back to my original and just start over from scratch. No big deal. So there you go. That's a down and dirty ink and color for Illustrator. Resolution independent. A lot of pop and a lot of wow factor with very little work. Thank you.